Hey, witches. Excited to have you here. Today we're going to be starting our very first walkthrough series on the channel, and I'm super pumped. My videos so far have all been about The Sims 4, and while I've been playing The Sims for like 20 years, I've always wanted to make a walkthrough of Stardew Valley. So screw it. I'm going to try. Before we get into it, I wanted to give you guys an overview of what to expect from this series. If you don't want to listen to the preamble, you can skip to the time code on the screen here, or use the chapters to get to the part you're looking for. I'm aiming for this guide to be useful to new and somewhat experienced players. For those who've played the late game of Stardew Valley before, we will be going for perfection. And if you don't know what that means, stay tuned for the rest of the series and you'll find out. My plan is to release videos that cover one in-game week at a time, just to keep it in digestible chunks. Today's video will be a little longer, since I'd like to go over how to create a Stardew Valley save, what some of the options are, as well as talk about the menus and what everything means. I won't, however, go over the controls because this game is available on so many different platforms, so you'll have to look up the controls for whichever platform you're playing on. And I do apologize in advance for the information overload that's coming your way in this video, but I just really love this game and I honestly could talk about it forever. But without further ado, let's get started. So when you select New from the main menu, you're brought to a creation menu where you can customize a character and select a few different options before starting the game. You can enter your name, a farm name, and your favorite thing, which will have some significance that we'll see later in the game. Once you've customized your character to your liking, you'll have to choose a farm type. Every type has its advantages and disadvantages, and the choice really depends on how you want to play the game. So say if you want farm animals right off the bat, the Meadowlands farm is perfect for you. If you're interested in crop farming, the standard farm is best. If you have zero interest in crop farming, the beach farm is perfect for you. If you want to fish, the Riverland farm is nice. And if you like foraging, the forest farm is a good option. If you're more interested in mining, the hilltop farm will be really helpful for you. But if you're looking for a slightly more violent experience, the wilderness farm will spawn monsters on your farm at night, for a bit of an increased challenge at the beginning. And finally, if you're playing in a group, the Four Corners farm can accommodate up to 4 players. For this playthrough, we'll be using the standard farm. Your girl likes crops. Lastly, we have the advanced game options menu that can be found from this button right here. If you've never played Stardew Valley before, I don't recommend changing any of these settings, just because it's good to experience the game the intended way for it to be played for your first time. So in the spirit of that, for this playthrough, we will not be changing any of these settings. But if it's of interest to you guys, I can make a separate video about those settings if you'd like. And when you're ready, you can click OK to start the game. And for my very special grandson, I want you to have this sealed envelope. No, don't open it yet. Have patience. Now listen close. There will come a day when you feel crushed by the burden of modern life, and your bright spirit will fade before a growing emptiness. When that happens, my boy, you'll be ready for this gift. Now let Grandpa rest. Who knows how many years later? This is Joja, the soulless company that I believe is meant to parody something like Amazon in our life. All these soulless cubicles, someone's terminated. This weird cowboy hat guy who's licking his lips as he types, which is very weird. I think this guy's got like a pet typing for him somehow. There we are. And then you see the dead guy on the right there. And I think we just can't frickin' take it anymore. The drawer opens, and now we can click on the letter that our grandfather gave us. Dear Shrek, if you're reading this, you must be in dire need of a change. The same thing happened to me long ago. I'd lost sight of what mattered most in life, real connections with other people and nature. So I dropped everything and moved to the place I truly belong. I've enclosed the deed to that place, my pride and joy, far, far away farm. It's located in Stardew Valley, on the southern coast. It's the perfect place to start your new life. This was my most precious gift of all, and now it's yours. I know you'll honor the family name, my boy. Good luck. Love, Grandpa. P.S. If Lewis is still alive, say hi to the old guy for me, will ya? And now we fade out from Joja Mart and pan down over a bus riding towards the valley. And we're arriving at Stardew Valley. God, I'm so excited. And there's a little burb. It's so stupid looking. Hello, you must be Shrek. I'm gonna enjoy this. This is Robin, one of the townspeople. We'll get into more about the townspeople once this cutscene's over. I'm Robin, the local carpenter. Mayor Lewis sent me here to fetch you and show you the way to your new home. He's there right now, tidying things up for your arrival. The farm's right over here if you follow me. She brings you to your new, very, very run-down, abandoned farm. This is Far, Far Away Farm. And yeah, it's a mess. What's the matter? Sure, it's a bit overgrown, but there's some good soil underneath that mess. With a little dedication, you'll have it cleaned up in no time. And here we are, your new home. Ah, the new farmer. Welcome, I'm Lewis, Mayor of Pelican Town. You know, everyone's been asking about you. It's not every day that someone new moves in. It's quite a big deal. So, you're moving into your grandfather's old cottage. It's a good house, very rustic. Rustic? That's one way to put it. Crusty might be a little more apt, though. That's rude. Rude! Don't listen to her, Shrek. She's just trying to make you dissatisfied so that you buy one of her house upgrades. Okay, capitalism. Anyway, you must be tired from the long journey. You should get some rest. Tomorrow, you ought to explore the town a bit and introduce yourself. We'll see. The townspeople would appreciate that. Oh, I almost forgot. If you have anything to sell, just place it in this box here. I'll come by during the night to collect it. Well, good luck. All right, so this is our save. First, we're going to quickly go over the UI and what everything means, just because sometimes it can be a little unintuitive. So to start, really important, in the top right corner here, you can see the day of the week, the date, symbol for the weather, which is currently sunny, a symbol for the season, which is currently spring. You can see the day and night cycle on the left side here. And right under, you can see how much gold you have, which is 500. This little exclamation point here we'll get to in just a second. But now we'll look at this menu in the middle here. I opened it just so that the game could be paused because I don't really like to waste time in this game. And when you're in any of the menus, the game is paused if you're playing single player. So this first tab here is our inventory. You can see we only have one available row here. It is possible to get two more, as you can see, which we'll find out a bit later. You can see the farm name here, what our current funds are, and the total earnings overall, which is a big fat 0 at the moment. You can see what day of the season it is and what year it is. So if later on in this video you're not sure which day we're on, you'll probably see me go into this menu and you can see which day we're on here. You can see your character name and your equipment. We have 2 ring slots, a footwear slot, a hat slot, a shirt slot, and a pants slot. For items, you start with an axe. This is for chopping wood. A hoe. This is to dig and till soil. Watering can, obviously used to water your crops. A pickaxe. This is for mining, breaking stones. And a scythe, which is to cut grass. Everyone has a specific way they usually like to lay out their items, so no judgment. This next tab here is your skills tab. You can see all the different skills in this game, which are farming, mining, foraging, fishing, and combat. This bottom section here is mostly unfilled out for now, and we'll go over each section as it comes up in game. This next tab is the social tab. Here you'll see a list of all the villagers in the game. As you can see, we have Lewis and Robin up here because we've met them. You can see how many hearts you can get. You can see which townspeople are single, which means you can date and marry them later once you get high enough relationship with them. You can gift everyone twice in 1 week. You can talk to everyone 1 time per day. Next up is the map, which is honestly not the most helpful map I've ever seen, but it's a good point of reference when we're talking about specific locations. This next tab is the crafting menu. This is just the current things we can craft right now. We have a few paths we can craft, some signs, a chest, which we'll do really soon, some fences and gates, a campfire, and torches. As you level up your skills, you'll unlock more crafting recipes for new items to craft. This menu is for animals, which we'll go into once we get our first animal. If you chose the Meadowlands farm to start, you'll see 2 chickens in this menu. This tab is special items and powers, which we'll go through as we unlock the special items and powers in this game. This tab is collections. This one's going to be very, very important when we start looking at the end game and trying to get perfection. It mostly just details all of the crops in the game, the fish, and some other stuff that we'll see later. This is the options tab. I won't go over everything in here, but one thing I will advise is if you don't have the always show tool hit location checked on, I recommend doing that because this one is very, very useful and I'll show you why later. One thing I like to do is toggle off show flash effects because this game has lightning in it at times, and turning this off will turn off the lightning flash effects, which is really, really helpful if you're very susceptible to flashing lights. And you can rebind all of your keys down here. Lastly, we have the exit game, so if you want to go back to the main menu or to the desktop, you can do so here. Just so you know, this game will only save at the end of every day. There is no autosave in this game during the day, and there is no way to save the game at any random point. This game only saves at the end of every day. So if you exit from here, and if you're halfway through the day, you will lose your progress. One of the many big complaints about this game, unfortunately. Okay, so now that we've gone over the UI, I think we're ready to get started with the game. The first thing you're going to want to do is open this box right here. You receive 15 parsnip seeds. Here's a little something to get you started from Mayor Lewis. As you can see here, this icon here is like flashing. I'll open that. This is our journal, which is essentially a big quest menu. We now have the quest getting started. We have to cultivate and harvest a parsnip. So we'll have to use our hoe to till the soil and then use a seed packet on the tilled soil to sow a crop. Water every day until the crop is ready for harvest. We also have the introductions quest. Be a nice gesture to introduce yourself around town. Some people might be anxious to meet the new farmer. And as you can see, we have 2 out of 28 people greeted. This quest will be one we kind of do over time. If there's no time limit indicated, it means that the quest has no time limit, so you can do it as slowly or as quickly as you'd like. If you want to get rid of a quest in your quest log, you can just click here on cancel quest. So now that we have our parsnip seeds, the next thing I always like to do in Stardew Valley in the morning is to watch the TV, which has some really valuable channels on it, which provides some really great information at the beginning. Firstly, we have the weather report. So this will tell you what the weather will be in Stardew Valley for the next day, which will be really helpful because sometimes it rains, sometimes it's sunny, sometimes it's storming, and that can really help you plan for what you want to do for the next in-game day. So if we watch this, welcome to Kozu 5, your #1 source for weather, news, and entertainment. And now the weather forecast for tomorrow. It's going to be clear and sunny all day. We also have the fortune teller channel. Ooh, I see a glimmer within my scrying orb, a shard of knowledge from the future. The spirits are somewhat annoyed today. Luck will not be on your side. So Stardew Valley has kind of a luck system in it that's not really shown to the player, but it is fully random what it is for you every day. Luck can affect drops and some other things. It's not something that'll really influence you at the start of the game, but will be good to keep an eye on as time goes on. And lastly, the last channel is Livin' Off the Land. Livin' Off the Land is a channel that's not on every single day, like the weather report and the fortune teller channels, but Livin' Off the Land is really good because it'll give you seasonal specific tips. So if you aren't super familiar with the game, it's always good to watch Livin' Off the Land whenever it's on TV. I know it's kind of weird that in a farming game, the best thing to do is to start off by just watching a shit ton of TV, but that's the game. So if you watch Livin' Off the Land, welcome to Livin' Off the Land. We're back again with another tip for y'all. Now listen up. This one's for all you greenhorns out there. Chop wood and search for wild forage to earn some cash while waiting for your first harvest. So that's actually a really good tip because the first thing we're going to do after our TV watching is we're going to go plant our first crops. So let's go outside. And to start, we have to clear away all of this debris to make room for some crops. So you'll want to scythe away the grass or mine the rocks with your pickaxe or chop the logs with your axe. If you remember, I said to tick on always show tool hit location, and that's this red square right here so that you always know essentially where your character is aiming. I find without this, it can be really difficult to keep track of where you're aiming. So this is a good setting for precision. You can chop down trees with your axe as well, but just be warned that your energy in the bottom right corner will deplete pretty quickly when you're trying to chop a tree, but it does give you a good amount of wood. If your energy runs out, it means you won't really be able to mine or chop wood or do any of these things because each activity takes energy. All right, now that I've cleared out a little area here, we're gonna start hoeing the land. I'm gonna hoe 15 spots. Once you've hoed 15 spots, you're gonna wanna water the spots as well. The beginning of Stardew Valley is a lot of manual play. But what's cool about this game is that it really kind of changes once you get farther in and unlock more items and recipes. The game becomes kind of like very different. So if you don't like this type of manual farming, it won't be forever. But once you've watered your 15 tilled soil, you have to plant your seeds. All right, now our seeds are planted. Just gonna take a second to clear out a few more things here. So once I hit this grass, I got a mixed seed, which is a seed that you can plant in the ground and it'll grow a random crop from the springtime or from whichever season you're in. So we're actually going to plant that as well. Always good to plant your mixed seeds, especially in the beginning of the game because you don't have any money and they're just essentially free crops for just scything grass. So if you remember in the crafting menu, we have a chest recipe already. So right now I'm going to try to get to 50 wood so that I can build this chest. Just a pro tip, scything does not take any energy. So if you run out of energy, you can at least still scythe. Okay, so now we have over 50 wood. So we're going to just go into our crafting menu and click on the chest to craft it. And then you can put it on your action bars and then you'll be able to place it wherever. These chests have 36 spots in them, which is pretty cool for an early chest beginning of the game because I've played games before where the beginner chests for like 8 slots and it's insane. So this is pretty great. So I'm just going to put away a couple things because we're going to head out from the farm because now we've planted our parsnips and need to just wait for them to grow. As you'll see here, we got some coal, which we got from breaking some rocks. This will be good for, like the description says, crafting and smelting, which we'll be able to do once we unlock the furnace. We also got some sap, which we'll go over a little bit later what sap is used for, but it's just good to keep some on hand for now. If you notice here, the watering can does deplete, so you'll have to just go next to a body of water and click to refill it. I am going to put away our watering can because right now we don't really need it outside the farm, and it's good to have some free inventory spaces when we go outside because there might be other items we want to get. So let's just head out this way to the east. So we're gonna explore. Oh, there's something here. This is a leek. This is a forageable. I like to look up here for forageables. This is the bus stop. This is not really useful right now because the bus is broken down, but we will see later if it becomes useful again, maybe. We're gonna keep going east. And this is the main area of the town. I'm gonna go and introduce myself to as many townspeople as I can find right now. This is Caroline. Hello, you must be Shrek, the new farmer. I'm Caroline. Sometimes you can talk to somebody more than once to get more dialogue. My husband runs the general store here. And have you met my daughter, Abigail? She's the pale one with purple hair. Just calling your daughter out for being pale. This is Jody. Oh, you aren't exactly how I imagined, but that's okay. I'm Jody. What a way to introduce yourself to somebody. It's a quiet little town, so it's very exciting when someone new moves in. Having a farmer around could really change things. Okay, bye, Jody. Oh, who are you? Oh, a stranger. My name's Vincent. Mama says not to talk to strangers. Vincent is Jody's son. Gonna go up north here, talk to this guy. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Harvey, the local doctor. I perform regular checkups and medical procedures for all the residents of Pelican Town. It's rewarding work. I hope you'll find your own work equally rewarding in time. Sure, scything up trash and grass on my farm is brilliant time spent. This is Evelyn. Why, hello, and welcome to our little community, dear. You can call me Granny if you'd like. That's sweet. So this is Harvey's house. This is also the doctor. There's not much going on here. This is the help wanted board. Normally, there will be a quest here every few days to come and pick up, but there's nothing here today. Next to the board is the calendar. This is where you can find the dates for any townsfolk birthdays or for any events that happen in the town. So as you see here at the end of the week, it's Lewis's birthday, so we're gonna have to give him a gift. Giving villagers gifts on their birthday does increase the amount of relationship you get from them, especially if it's a quote unquote loved gift, which we'll go over later. Oh, this is another forageable right here. This is a daffodil, and I see a human down here. Oh, but there's also a daffodil. Daffodil. Foraging increases your foraging skill, obviously, so it's good to pick up any forageables you find. This is Maru. Oh, aren't you the one who just moved in? I'm Maru. I've been looking forward to meeting you. You know, with a small town like this, a new face can really alter the community dynamic. It's exciting. Hello, Maru. One thing you can do, if you see a trash can, you actually can pop it open and you might get some items, you might get some trash. If someone sees you do it, you're gonna lose relationship with them because it's clearly disgusting. Except for some people actually don't mind it, but you'll have to figure out who minds and who doesn't on your own because it's more fun that way. This is Abigail. This is Caroline's daughter. Oh, that's right. I heard someone new was moving on to that old farm. It's kind of a shame, really. I always enjoyed exploring those overgrown fields by myself. Well, stay out of my swamp, thank you. It's mine now. As you can see here on the east side of town, there is a Joja Mart, which is the same company we used to work for. This Joja Mart is just the brick and mortar grocery store, but I don't want to let these people get away. This is Pam. Hey kid, the name's Pam. Don't be a jerk and we'll get along fine. Wow, okay, cool. This is Sam. Sam is Jody's other son and Vincent's older brother. You'll get to know these people a lot more as you play the game. I'm just gonna give a quick overview, but you don't have to remember a lot of this stuff. I just know it off the top of my head because I've played this game a stupid amount of times. Hey, I'm Sam. Good to meet you. And he says nothing else, so very fascinating. There's another garbage can here. Nobody in sight. And we head down. Oh, and there is another daffodil. We're getting quite lucky with forage today. Normally it's just very random how much forage you can find in a given day. Another trash can there and another trash can here. So these two buildings are pretty important. This is the blacksmith, which is locked. Oh, I guess it is 5:10 p.m. Whoops, my bad. And I think this place is also closed. So we'll come back when the time is right. I'm gonna go down here because there's somebody to meet. This is Elliot. Ah, the new farmer we've all been expecting, and whose arrival has sparked many a conversation. I'm Elliot. I live in the little cabin by the beach. It's a pleasure to meet you. Speaking of the beach, let's go to the south here. This is the beach. There's a few other types of forageables, like over here. We can see this oyster and this clam. And there's a question mark icon over here, and if you interact with it, you'll see that it needs 300 wood to fix this bridge. So we'll come back here once 300 wood is a bit more easy to obtain, because right now we can barely get 50 without running out of energy, and I want to conserve my energy for things like this. These are little wormies that come out of the ground, and what you have to do is use your hoe on them. And oh, I've got some new ideas to sleep on. This means I'm going to level up in one of my skills, and that was foraging. But we did find a lost book. The library's collection has expanded. So the library's closed right now because it's 6:10, but we'll go to the library at a later date to see the book we unlocked. Not many people actually use the library when they're playing this game, but it has a lot of useful information, especially if you've never played before. It can really help you learn some little details that the game doesn't tell you otherwise. So if you do see those little wormies, you'll want to hoe them. Good thing to keep your hoe on you even when you're not farming. You can go see the docks. Right now we can't really do anything here. The fishing shop is closed because I was too late. We'll go into a lot of these buildings in this in-game week before the video is over. We're gonna go now towards the west. And another daffodil, my goodness. Some more trash cans. I do enjoy being a little gremlin that rifles through people's trash. So this is the west side forest area. Oh, there's another forageable here. This is a wild horseradish and another wild horseradish. Very lucky today. There's a bunch of grass here. Maybe I'll just scythe some more just to see if we can get any more mixed seeds, which we did. I'll try to plant those before we have to go to bed. So we can see that it's starting to get a little bit darker in game. Normally, oh, some wormies. Another book. The library has been expanded. So again, we'll go see that shortly. It's starting to get pretty dark, so we're gonna head back to the farm. You'll get a warning at midnight that you should be going to bed soon, and another one at 1 a.m. But if you're still awake at 2 a.m., then you will pass out. And there are consequences to that, which we'll go over a little later. And I really should have gone the other way around because there was so much debris that way. But you can access your farm by going up here on the west side of the map. So we're just gonna head back over this way. Should probably clear that debris. Actually, before we go back to the farm, we're gonna stop by the saloon here, the Stardrop Saloon. Because sometimes, even though it's Monday night, there are a few people we can talk to. A bunch of people, actually. This is Clint. Hi, I'm Clint. I'm the town blacksmith. If you ever need to upgrade your tools, I'm your guy. This will be really good later on when we can smelt metals. This is Shane. I don't know you. Why are you talking to me? Oh, right. Shane is kind of the resident asshole of Stardew Valley, but he's got a pretty interesting story arc if you want to get to know him. We already talked to Pam. This is Gus. Well, hello there, I'm Gus, chef and owner of the Stardrop Saloon. And now he welcomes you to the Stardrop Saloon. Can I get you anything? No thanks. And lastly, this is Emily. Ooh, I can read it on your face. You're really gonna love it here in Pelican Town. If you're ever looking for something to do in the evening, stop by the saloon. That's where I work. Are you sure, Emily? You think? Anyway, so it's about 10 p.m. Should be heading back to the farm. It's good to head to bed earlier if you're missing energy, because if you go to bed earlier, you will replenish more energy than if you would go to bed later. The game does get pretty dark, I find, and there are items in the game that will allow you to see better in the dark, thankfully. So just hope that our luck is good so that we can get one of those drops in the future. Before we go to bed, though, I just wanted to go over this box here. This is the one Lewis mentioned in the starting cutscene. If you click on it, you'll be able to select items to put in it. Any items you put in the box will be picked up every evening. You will not be able to get them back, but you will sell them. So if you put in one daffodil and then you put in, say, one horseradish, I can't get my daffodil back. You can take back this last item, but you won't be able to take back any previous items you put in here. So we'll just sell one of the horseradishes and I'll sell two of the daffodils. daffodils because I like to keep some items on hand, and we'll see why a little later. But for now, I'm just gonna close out of here and we're gonna go put some stuff away in this chest. Just gonna grab my watering can and we're just gonna quickly hoe a little bit in the dark and water this spot in the dark and plant this last mixed seed before we go inside and go to bed for the night. So to go to bed, you just have to walk into your bed and click yes to go to sleep for the night. And we leveled up! Level 1 foraging! +1 axe proficiency. This means that it will take less energy to cut down a tree, which might not be super noticeable this early, but it will help over time as we level up. Trees will sometimes drop seeds, which is really, really important because soon you'll want to plant your own trees and this will let you do so. We get a new crafting recipe, which is the wild seeds for spring. We'll go look at what that is in the next day and see how to craft that. And we have one more new crafting recipe, which is the field snack. This is really useful because this is going to be our first way to craft food in the game, which will be useful when we start going to the mines. We'll talk more about the mines when they become available in the game. So we click OK, and then we can see a summary of what we've sold for the day. So we sold a little bit of foraging items. As you can see, they are broke down by type. If you click on the plus sign here for a type, you can see all the items you've sold and the breakdown of the prices. So this is a pretty decent day one. We got 110 gold to start. If you click OK, you'll move on to the next day. And your game will be saved. Like I said before, this is the only way to save your game. Like yesterday, I'm gonna go watch TV. Check the weather report, and the weather for tomorrow, it's gonna rain all day tomorrow. So that's really, really exciting because when it rains, it means you do not have to water your crops. So that is a big saver of energy. It rains every single day 3 or every first Wednesday in game, so this is a really good way to plan your day because you won't have to spend as much time and energy watering your crops. Rain also is good for fishing, but we'll get into that more once we get the fishing rod. And we'll look at the fortune teller quickly. The spirits are in good humor today. I think you'll have a little extra luck. So this indicates that our luck is in the more positive side, so that's a good thing. Gonna go outside, and we have to water our crops, but first we have a letter in our mailbox here. Hello there, just got back from a fishing trip. You should come down to the beach sometime. I've got something for you. Willie. So, this is what we'll be doing today. We will be heading to the beach. And we see that now we have a new quest to the beach. Someone named Willie invited you to visit the beach south of town. He says he has something to give you. So we have to get there before 5 p.m. because that's when the fishing shop closes. But first, like I said, we're just gonna quickly water our crops here. Parsnips take 4 in-game days to grow, so we will see the fruits of our labor in a few days. The 2 mixed seeds we planted, who knows what those are gonna be, so we have no idea when those are gonna grow fully. Just going to refill the watering can, put the watering can away, and let's head out. I always like to check the bus stop for forageables first because looky here, a leek. Whenever I walk around town, there are always specific spots that you'll see me check for forageables, and it's just because I've played this game so many times that I happen to know where they spawn most of the time. Bus stop is good, the beach is good, a lot of good spots. We'll do dumpster diving. The luck does affect dumpsters turnout, and we're not going to do it because Shane's here, so we'll talk to Shane. What? What do you want? Go away. So rude. A lot of people really hate Shane, but he was actually the first townsperson I married in my very, very first save. So, you know, we love a I can fix him story, right? Oh, and now we get a cutscene because we just went to the beach. This is Willie. Ahoy there, son. Heard there was a newcomer in town. Good to finally meet ya. I mean, I've been here for not even 2 days, so finally is a little bit much. I'm still trying to unwind from a month out on the salty seas. It was a big haul. I sold a lot of good fish. Finally saved enough to buy me a new rod. Here, I want you to have my old fishing rod. It's important to me that the art of fishing stays alive. And hey, maybe you'll buy something from the shop once in a while. Da-na-na-na. We get a fishing rod, the bamboo pole. This is the earliest fishing rod you can get. It kind of sucks, but it's the best we can do right now. There's a good water here in the valley, all kinds of fish. Oh yeah, my shop's back open now, so come by if you need supplies. I'll also buy anything you catch. This is really, really important to remember. If you don't want to wait till the end of the day to get the money from selling stuff by putting it in that bin we talked about in the last in-game day, you can also go to certain stores to sell the stuff to get the money immediately. If it smells, it sells. That's what my old pappy used to say anyway. Oh, Willie. And back to smoking his pipe. Okay. And now he's just fishing here. I'll chat with him because it's good to talk to everyone. Ahoy there. It's nice to see young folk moving into the valley. It's not very common these days. Okay, so now we have our fishing rod. So to cast, you hold your main button and release to cast. And you'll want to click the minute you hit it. It's a bit difficult to fish. You'll want to hold your action key to keep the bar from going up or down. And then you'll want to keep it from... And we got a sunfish. I'm so bad at explaining stuff. Let's try that again. Use your action key and don't fish on the dock. Aim below. And when the exclamation point pops up, you use your main action key. And you'll want to release your main action key and hold it to keep the bar behind the fish. It's really difficult to do at the beginning because that bar is really small. If you're struggling with fishing, one thing you can do is go to Willie's shop and you can buy the training rod, which will make your fishing experience significantly more easy, but it will limit the types of fish you can catch. I'm not going to be using it in this playthrough, but I just wanted to let you guys know that this option is there if you need it, because fishing is honestly one of the trickier things to get good at in this game. So no shame if you want to use the training rod, like absolutely no shame to start off. Fishing is honestly so annoying at the start of the game. Okay, so I'm just going to do a bit more fishing. We're just going to catch a couple more fish, start leveling our fishing skill, and start getting new fish. Fishing is a really good way to earn money early game, so it's good to fish kind of as much as you can with, you know, energy permitting, because fishing does take a good amount of your energy. And we got a herring. At the beginning, it can take a while to hook a fish. And we got another herring. So our inventory's starting to fill up, so I'm just gonna leave the beach now. And I'm just going to stop back at the farm and drop some of these fish off and this leek off, and then we'll go explore some other parts of the town. Oh, new person. This is Haley. Oh, you're that new farmer boy, aren't you? Huh? Oh, I'm Haley. If it weren't for those horrendous clothes, you might actually be cute. Haley's kind of the other resident asshole of Stardew Valley, but I also really love her. I think I just love me an enemies to friends or enemies to lovers storyline, so that's why Shane and Haley are kind of my favorites. But for now, she sucks, and she's kind of rude, but oh well. Oh, another new person. Come back. Come back. I guess we're going to be forced to go into Pierre's store, but we're going to talk to this person. This is Marnie. Ah, Mayor Lewis told me you were just arrived. I'm Marnie. I sell livestock and animal care products at my ranch. You should swing by sometime. We will be doing that at some point. Over here, we have Abigail, so let's talk to her. Ugh, I'm not in a good mood right now. Damn, girl. I'm not in a good mood. What do you want? Oh my god, she's so angry. I don't think I've ever seen that voice line. I can talk to this guy. This is Pierre. Hey, it's Mr. Shrek, the new farmer. I'm Pierre, owner of the local general store. If you're looking for seeds, my shop is the place to go. I'll also buy produce from you for a good price. A little agriculture could really inject new life into the local economy. That's why I'm here, bud. So if you look at Pierre, you can see that he's got a lot of seeds you can buy. Parsnips, beans, cauliflower, potato, tulip, kale, jazz, which are flowers. You can buy some grass. This is to plant grass that you can scythe like we've seen on our farm already. This is the recipe to make grass starters that you can buy. And he's got some other food related items like sugar, wheat flour, rice, oil, vinegar. He also has a different wallpaper and flooring every day that you can use to decorate your house. And this catalog item is really, really expensive, but we'll talk about these more when we have money in these numbers. There's also saplings you can buy. These are fruit trees, but we cannot afford those, so we will not be buying any right now. This is more another recipe that we can't afford, so we'll come back to Pierre's at a later time to buy some seeds. We're gonna head into this back room here because there's a couple people we can talk to. Nobody new. We've actually already talked to all of these people already, but we're just going to quickly talk to Jody. My husband Kent is a soldier working overseas. That's why he's not here right now. I know he'll come back safe once his tour is over. Need something? So yeah, that's really good to know. Kent is a character who's not in Stardew Valley right now, but he will arrive in the game at a later date. We'll talk to Caroline. Oh yeah, Pierre is Caroline's wife and Abigail's father, so they live in this house right here in the general store. Caroline says, I've seen wild horseradish in the forest. Foraging can be a fun way to earn some cash, or you can use what you find as gifts or food. So this is a really good hint. You can give items, like the ones we've been foraging, to villagers as gifts. They might not always like it, so you'll have to be careful who you give gifts to. Talk to Emily. I work part-time at Gus's saloon. It pays the bills. And talk to Leah. Have you met everyone in town yet? That sounds exhausting. That is correct. It is exhausting, and no, we have not. But we'll head back outside. Oh, Lewis is here now. Talk to him. So, how was your first night in the old cottage? And he also does all of his grocery shopping here. Okay, that's fascinating. So as you see, there's an exclamation point here on the help wanted board. I'm looking for someone to bring me 4 copper ores for inspection. This, I don't know if we can actually get done right now, but we'll grab the quest just in case. I'm gonna go check the trash cans because our luck is not terrible. Oh, we got some Joja Cola, which can be used to increase our speed for precisely 21 seconds. This is Alex. Oh, hey, so you're the new guy, huh? Cool, I'll see you around. Cool. Alex is kind of like a jock type, and low-key, he's kind of my least favorite character, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, we got another Joja Cola from that trash can. The coast is clear. We got some bread here, so this can be good to restore energy and health, but now our inventory's full, so again, we're gonna have to pop by the farm, drop some stuff off, because yeah, the inventory in this game is very, very limited to start. But one thing I forgot to mention while we were at Pierre's is right here, you can see for sale, there is a backpack. It costs 2,000 gold to upgrade, which will double our backpack slots. So that's usually my first goal when I start playing a new save, is to get this increase in inventory space because it's very, very, very important. So fishing and foraging are honestly our best bets to do that right now. Okay, back at the farm. Put away this Joja Cola, this bread, this leek. Put away some of the fish. I think I'll sell this silver quality herring. I haven't talked about it yet, but these stars here will denote the quality. There's normal, there's silver quality, and there's gold quality. Also, there is a iridium quality, which is purple, which we'll only really start to see once our skills are a lot higher. I think I'm going to sell this silver quality herring. Better quality items tend to sell for more. They will also have a better increase in friendship if you give higher quality items to villagers. I know I call them villagers and the game calls them townspeople. I just get mixed up between games. So we're going to sell this herring. That'll give us some money. Then I'm going to clear the way to go up this north direction here because we haven't actually been that way yet. All right, now we're going to head up north. So heading up north, here is another leek. That's really good. And a second leek, which is really lucky. Foraging is going very well in this game so far. Oh my goodness, a horseradish. I am not complaining about this. This is very, very good. Oh, there's a new person over here. This is Linus, a stranger. Hello. Don't mind me, I just live out here alone. So yeah, Linus actually doesn't have a house. He lives in this tent here. Just go down this way and find 2 more leeks. Goodness. Gonna have some leeks to sell when I get back to the farm. And here's another person. This is Demetrius. This is Robin's husband and Maru's father. Greetings, I'm Demetrius, local scientist and father. Thanks for introducing yourself. I'm studying the local plants and animals from my home laboratory. Have you met my daughter Maru? She's interested to meet you. I have met your daughter Maru. This is where Demetrius and Robin and Mario and their son Sebastian live. Sebastian's a bit elusive because he is in the basement. In the basement here. And you can't actually go into anyone's room unless you're better friends with them. So unless he comes out of his room, we won't be able to talk to him for a little bit. All right, let's head to the south here. This is another way to come to the main town area. And you know what? Let's do some fishing. There are different fish to be found in different areas of town. So before we fished at the beach, but now let's do some fishing in the river. Come on. A new record, caught a sunfish, even though I've already caught a sunfish. So that's annoying. Oh, this little treasure chest. If you keep your cursor behind the treasure chest like the fish, you will actually get the treasure chest afterwards. So because I was able to do that, and I've got some new ideas to sleep on, which remember, that means we will level up in a skill. And presumably I'll be leveling up the fishing skill at the end of the day, so that's exciting. Got another sunfish, and because I got the chest, I got 10 bait, which is really great, but I actually don't have a way to attach bait to this fishing pole just yet. You will be able to attach bait and other things to better fishing poles that you'll be able to get later in the game, but for now this is actually pretty useless to us, honestly. Just try one more time to fish here. And you might notice that the little green bar is actually a bit bigger now that I've leveled up in fishing. Okay, clearly there's just sunfish here, so I'm gonna leave. Actually gonna go back up north. Oh, Sebastian, he's alive. Oh, you just moved in, right? Cool. Out of all the places you could live, you chose Pelican Town. Yeah, and? A lot of people in this town are really judgy when you move in, which is like kind of aggressive, honestly. So we're gonna fish here next. This is the lake, which is here on the map. The lake has some different fish than the beach and the river do. As you can kind of see above here, there's a huge rock and we're not actually able to go over there just yet. Oh, yay, green algae. Green algae is useful for some stuff, but it's not a fish. Ooh, another new fish. This is a chub. And now we are again out of inventory space. So we're gonna head back to the farm. And it's getting kind of late, so that's okay too. I know there are probably people in the process of writing comments that I should be putting away my scythe and my hoe and my axe and my pickaxe potentially, but I like to be prepared for whatever I may need while I'm out. So this is why I head for the inventory space upgrades first, because I know myself and I know I will want to keep these in my inventory all the time. So let's put some more stuff away here. We already have 2 leeks, so I'm honestly think I'm just gonna sell all 4 of these leeks. Might keep a second sunfish, the second wild horseradish. I'll keep the green algae, the bait, and the chub. But I think I'm gonna sell, yeah, the 4 leeks and these 2 sunfish for some good money. And I still have some energy left over, and it's only 9:10 p.m. And like I said, you don't have to go to bed until 2 a.m. So we'll just spend some of our energy clearing more of the farm. Mining these rocks will actually increase our mining skills, so it's really good to do that as well, because there's nowhere else to mine yet. So this is kind of the only way to build your mining skill right now. Getting dark, I can't even tell what is what. Oh, and as I cut down this tree, as you can see, we got a new maple seed, which can be used, as you probably can imagine, to grow a maple tree. If you ever have energy left at the end of the day, my biggest recommendation is always going to be to stock up on wood, because wood, you just end up never, ever having enough, and it honestly becomes a bottleneck at so many points, at least for me in game. So I'm always trying to get ahead of that. It's almost midnight, so we'll put away our stuff. You can add to existing stacks by pressing this button right here. And if you ever want to reorganize your chest, you can just click this button and it'll organize it in a more logical way. Put our seeds in. As you can see, we got an acorn. There are 3 different types of trees in this game, at least to start out: the maple, the oak, and the pine trees. But for now, we don't really have that much energy left, so we're just gonna go to bed. And we got level 1 fishing. So this is a +1 to fishing rod proficiency. Similar to how we got it for the axe for foraging, this will reduce the amount of energy it'll take whenever you're fishing. Just a little bit though. All right, how much money did we make? 344. Not a lot, but for this point in the game, not bad. And we have finished day 2 of spring and the game is saved. And as we saw on TV yesterday, and you can see in the window, it's dark outside because it's not sunny. It's raining. So as always, gonna go watch the weather. The weather for tomorrow is going to be clear and sunny, so sadly we will have to water our plants. And today's fortune. The spirits are very happy today. They will do their best to shower everyone with good fortune. This is the best luck you can have in a day. So if you see this message when you're checking your luck, this is the highest luck you can get, the best message. All right, let's head outside. Because it's raining, we don't have to water our crops, which is so much fun. So we can do whatever we want right away. As you can see, we have a letter in the mail. Advertisement. I keep finding cool stuff, but my backpack is full. Does this sound like you? Well, Pierre's got you covered. Stop by Pierre's General Store today and check out our affordable size 24 backpack. See you soon. So an ad for that thing I showed you the day before. We can increase our inventory size, and we're almost halfway there. I'm actually desperate to do so because I just want more room. Every time you start a new save in this game and you're reverted back to less inventory space, it's the struggle. One thing I didn't mention is if you want to see letters you've gotten from previous days, if you've forgotten what you wanted to do or you just want to reread them, you can go to your collections tab and head down here to the letters tab, and you'll be able to click on a letter and see what was sent to you in previous days. So as you can see, this is the backpack announcement we just got and Willie's letter from yesterday. So because it's raining, I'm actually tempted to go do some fishing because some fish can only be caught in the rain. So I'm gonna head down this way and I'm gonna remove some of the debris in this area of my farm because I'd like to be able to easily go from one end of my farm to the other. And this is really good because sometimes you just don't want to go all the way around to be able to get to the forest. Ooh! A geode. This is a new item. You found a geode. The local blacksmith can break it open for you. Who knows what might be hidden inside? This is really, really fun that we got a geode. So eventually when we head to the blacksmith, we'll bring him this geode and he'll be able to break it open for us. For now, I'll just continue doing the debris cleanup. Almost at the bottom here. Just gonna mine a few more rocks. All right, oh, got another geode and got some coal and we got another mixed seed. Actually, I'm just gonna go and plant that quickly before we set off to do some fishing. So we're just gonna hoe that spot and plant the seed and we don't have to water it because it's raining. So we already have 83 fiber. I think I'm just gonna sell some of it, which I know sounds weird, but even a couple pieces of gold add up in the early stages of this game. Put the geodes away for now, but we will go bring them to Clint eventually. I'm just gonna sell this fiber. Okay, so I'm gonna head to the south. Okay, now we're in the forest. This is this area of the map. So I'm just gonna do a quick sweep for some forage, which clearly still lucky again. Got some horseradish, but I'm just gonna look around a little bit more just because it doesn't hurt to quickly run around. Oh, and here is another forageable, which we haven't seen yet. This one is a dandelion. All right, for now, we will leave the foraging and do some fishing. There's a specific fish that you can catch in the rain in the spring that is pretty difficult for newer players, including myself in new save files, so this should be really fun. My inventory is almost full again, of course. A fish! A fish! A treasure! Ooh, ah! We're good, we're good. It's all good. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Fishing can get real stressful. Ooh, a shad. Shad? I've never heard of that fish outside of this game. And treasure! Great treasure! All right, we'll see if we can catch another fish and then I'll run back to my farm and dump my inventory, and I want to do some more fishing after that. Oh my goodness. Okay, focus, focus, focus. Ah, no, no, no. Oh my god. No, 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 no. Focus, focus. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Ah, stop it, please. I think it's... Ah! Now I'm mad. You ever get a personal vendetta against fish? Okay, that's not the same fish. I can just tell by the movement, because every fish has, like, different difficulty and a different movement pattern. Another shad. Of course it's a different quality just to fill my inventory. You know what? I'm honestly, this is kind of bad at this stage of the game, but I'm just going to delete this stone. If you want to delete anything from your inventory, you can either grab it and toss it outside of your inventory, but you might just pick it up again, like here. Or you can grab it and bring it over to the trash can, which will delete it. So that's pretty useful beginning of the game when you just have trash in your inventory, like stones from a treasure chest. Like, who would put stones in a treasure chest and then put it in a lake or a river? Oh my god. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, this is already failure. Holy shit. Oh my god. Okay, okay. We can do this. We can do this. This is not the same fish. But there's some treasure. I want the treasure. Got the treasure. Okay, okay. It's fine. It's fine. Oh my god. I'm really bad at fishing when I'm recording, clearly. This is the first time I've ever recorded myself fishing in this game, and I think I subconsciously have some fishing stage fright. Chub. All right. And, ooh, mixed seeds and some coal. Ooh, okay. See, these are the hard choices you have to make in this game. Don't judge me. I'm deleting this wood, and I'm going to delete this green algae. I want the mixed seeds and the coal because we're going to go plant those mixed seeds right now. Okay, so I've planted the 2 new mixed seeds, and I'm going to put some of these fish and forageables away, and we'll sell this horseradish for some money. And now I want to go back to fish because that really difficult fish, I'm now angry and I want it. And I know I can do it because I've done it before. I just have to focus. The other reason I go pretty hard on fishing in the beginning is because at the later in the save file, once my crops start coming in, fishing becomes the biggest afterthought. So right now I'm just trying to do as much as I can because I know that I'm not going to do it later in the season. And there are some other activities that come into play later in the season as well that will take up more time. So honestly, while you can fish and forage, that's all I like to do in the first couple of days is fish and forage. Come on. A lot of treasure today. The amount of the treasure that spawns, if treasure spawns, it's, oh my god, as if I lost that. The luck you have for the day will affect if treasure will spawn and how often it spawns. And clearly we have a good luck day today. It clearly doesn't seem to influence the treasure inside the treasure. Person! Oh, what? Okay, yeah, I guess I got the exclamation point as soon as I wanted to exit out. Cool. Get this fish. Get this fish. Ah, chub. Run. There's a person. Oh, it's Lewis. We'll talk to Lewis. Hi there, Shrek. Taking a break? Nope. I hope the river doesn't overflow. Yikes. Is this Fiona? This is Leah, actually. I've been having a debate with one of my friends in real life if it's Leia or Leah, so please comment down below how you pronounce her name because this is Leah to me and Leah only. So fight me otherwise, please. Hello, it's nice to meet you. You picked a good time to move here. The spring is lovely, as it's frickin' pouring. But Leah lives in this house right here as we saw her coming out. She's honestly a marriage candidate for the save file just because of how much she looks like Fiona. Oh my god, I can't do the garbage. She's right there. Oh, where am I going? No, I need to go back to fish. I'll just fish right here. This is still the river, so that really difficult fish is still in this area. Yay, a broken CD. This is trash. You can literally fish up trash in this game. All right, okay, this is gonna be a chub. I just know it. No, it's a smallmouth bass. I don't know anything, but that's a new fish, so that's good. Come on, game. Give me another chance at the difficult fish. Ooh, a river jelly. This is another new catch. This one's actually really good because the river jelly can restore a lot of energy and health, and it gives you plus 30 max energy for 7 minutes, so catching these is actually really, really helpful early game to eat. But again, not what I'm looking for. Hey, another new fish. This is a bream. Oh yeah, bream. You can only catch a bream after 6 p.m. I believe, so I didn't even realize it was past 6 p.m., so look at that. Might be looking like that one difficult fish might not be ours today. Sadly, we may have to wait till the next rainy day, but that's okay. I'll probably be better at fishing by then. Or not. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, focus. Focus. Come on. Behave. Behave. Oh my god. Behave. Focus. No, come on. I hate this fish. I hate this fish. I hate this fish. I hate this fish. No, my goodness. Fishing is hard. Fishing is hard! Normally I play this game on my Steam Deck, and I'm playing it right now on my PC, so this is probably why I suck ass. Oh my god. It's fine. I'm fine. This is riveting content, I know. Oh my goodness. You've got some new ideas to sleep on. Another fishing level. I'm just gonna do one more cast and then I'll stop fishing. Another smallmouth bass. Okay, I'm just gonna go check the beach quickly to see if there's any more forageables. It's always good to swing by just in case. You never know. Ooh, there's some wormies. Gonna use our hoe. Ooh, what's this? Glass shards. Okay, so this is an artifact, which is something we haven't seen yet. And when we read it, we see Gunther can tell you more about this if you donate it to the museum. So that's what we're gonna do tomorrow in game. But this is really, really exciting. So this is our first artifact. So it was really worthwhile to come to the beach because worms don't just give you books. Sometimes they give you cool artifacts. Okay, so now it's 9 p.m. Maybe we'll stop at the saloon quickly to talk to some people and then we'll head back to the farm. We've met almost all of the townspeople, which I honestly didn't expect. Who did we not meet yet? Okay, some of these are expected. Some of these are inexcusable, but yeah, okay. We're gonna just be some trash pandas because it's nighttime. Oh my god, some food? Are you joking right now? Okay, so the great thing about this game is that items don't really despawn, so I'm just gonna leave that there, and I'm gonna come get it tomorrow morning, because I don't actually want to give up anything in my current inventory. So I'm just gonna quickly talk to everyone. I need a little warm-me-up to be ready for another cold night on the ocean, okay? Today would be a good day to explore the mines. Who knows, you might find some rare ores. Well, the mine's not available to me yet, Clint, so that's some really poor advice. Hi, Shrek! Read anything interesting in the library lately? Nope, because I forgot to go there. Huh. Well, I'll see you around then. Harvey's really sweet. No, I don't have time to chat with you, says Shane, of course. Ah, jeez. We've already spoken to Leah today, so let's just talk to Pam. Hey, kid. You're too young to be moping around in a place like this. Jesus. I'm just checking in. Gus, welcoming me. I've heard rumors of rare and powerful magic rings forged long ago by forgotten civilizations. I'm not sure if it's true or just a fairy tale. That's really interesting because it kind of hints about the 2 ring slots in your inventory, and it hints about some of the items you'll be able to get for these slots. That's pretty interesting. Gonna leave here and go back to the farm. All right, so I'm just gonna toss some stuff in this chest, namely this. I'm gonna keep this trash. There is use for it later, I promise. It's not just a thing that'll take up an inventory slot. I'll keep this smallmouth bass. I'll sell this other smallmouth bass, the silver quality one. I'll keep these breams. I'll sell this chub, and I'll keep the river jelly and the glass shards. So let's just sell these, put these in the box. and go to bed. Okay, level 2 fishing. Never thought I'd get to level 2 fishing before I got to level 1 farming, but here we are, I guess. Another +1 of the fishing rod proficiency, so the fishing rod will be more efficient at using energy, and as you saw, the little green bar that goes behind the fish is a little bigger. And we've unlocked the crafting recipe for bait, so that's pretty exciting, even though we can't actually use it yet. At the end of spring day 3, we have made 215 golds. That's not bad. I'll take it. Anything that gets me the backpack eventually. Every little bit of gold counts at this stage. All right, day 4 of spring. Watch TV again. Weather. Tomorrow's gonna be sunny, so no rain, sadly. The luck today. The spirits are very displeased today. They will do their best to make your life difficult. This is the worst luck you can possibly have in a day, so we're probably not going to get any rare drops, unfortunately, but good to know. And lastly, we have Living Off the Land again. Welcome to Living Off the Land. We're back again with another tip for y'all. Now listen up. This one's for you folks living in Stardew Valley. Check for spring onions southwest of town, where the river meets the ocean. You can sometimes find a whole bunch growing right out of the dirt. That's good to know. We'll go check that out today, actually. I'm gonna put away my fishing rod and grab my watering can, and let's water all the crops. As you can see, these parsnips are coming in nicely. They will be fully grown tomorrow. Go fill the watering can, put the watering can away. Do we want to fish today? I'll leave the fishing rod for now, but we're just gonna go to the southeast like the Living Off the Land TV channel told us to, so we can go find some spring onions. Because why not? The game told me to. I like to go around this way first just to go look for forageables. I'm gonna come back and scythe this grass later probably to see if I can get myself some mixed seeds. Ooh, wormies? These are different wormies, and these ones will give you seeds. These give carrot seeds. Those specific wormies, they were thinner and like longer and more green, and those will give you a specific seed type that changes depending on the season. So for this season, it's carrots, which grow in 3 days, so that's going to be really good to plant when we get back to the farm. And now we're just heading down here on the map, which is another part of the forest. Just checking around for some forageables, and here we have horseradish, so that's good. And we're gonna go down south here, and let's see, are there any spring onions in the dirt patches? There are none. So the television lied to us, and I really don't appreciate that. Extremely rude. We'll have to come check back another day, I guess. But at least we got a dandelion. So let's go plant these seeds. And while we're on our way back, I'm just gonna mine some more debris. Oh, we got another geode, and we'll actually go take care of some of those things later, actually. Got some mixed seeds. It's great. I want more mixed seeds. Give me the mixed seeds. Okay, 1 mixed seed is fine, I guess. I'm also just gonna mine a few rocks here. Oh, there's some coal, but I have no inventory space for it. God damn it. Ooh, another mixed seed and some more coal that I can't pick up. Like I said, the items don't despawn, so you can come and get them another time. Okay, that's probably enough for now. So let's just go back up. We're gonna go plant the seeds we've gotten. I don't know why I'm shaping it like this. I'm not very good at design, so bear with me. All right, so we're pretty set on crops right now. I'm gonna just save this dandelion, put away my stone and wood and fiber. I'm gonna sell this horseradish. I'm gonna grab my geodes. And I'm gonna grab these glass shards actually, because we're gonna go to see the blacksmith and then go to the museum. Toss this horseradish into the bin and go across town. I don't remember if I checked up here to see if there were any forageables, so I'm gonna do that. Oh, there's a daffodil here. That's great. Oh, we'll talk to Caroline. I wonder if I can get Pierre to cook dinner tonight. Talk to Louis. The saloon can get pretty lively at night. Sometimes we even put a coin in the jukebox. I like to visit once a week or so to catch up on things anyway. Oh, we can actually pick up a quest here, so we'll do that. I'm looking for a bream to enjoy with some fresh bread. Okay, we actually have a bream in our chest, so I'm gonna run back to the farm and go and pick that up, and we'll go drop that off at Willie's before we go to Clint's. Hopefully we have time for all that. We might not. We'll see. Okay, we grabbed our bream, so let's go down here. We'll go talk to Jody while we're here. So you're a farmer, huh? Interesting. I've never met a farmer before. Really? Maybe someday you can teach me how to grow vegetables. Maybe. And we'll talk to Vincent. I'm hungry. Where's Mom? Literally right over there. I'm gonna rifle through these people's trash cans. They had nothing. Oh, wormies. Tow them up and some glass shards. I don't think we're gonna make it to Clint's because I believe Clint's closes at 4, so that's unfortunate. Fortunate. Willie's closes at 5, so we're just gonna go around and give him this bream. Hey, you brought me the item I asked for. I really appreciate it. Let's see, here's what I owe you. We'll just talk to him like normal. I would tell you about my thoughts, but it's a fisherman's secret. If you go to your journal after completing the quest, you'll see that it's marked as done. If you click on it, then you'll be able to get your reward here, which is 135 gold. Not too shabby. So yeah, now it's probably too late to go to Clint's, but we can still go and donate these glass shards to the museum because I think we'll be able to make it to the museum for 5 if we run fast. Go, 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 go. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm trapped. Okay. I want to talk to Sam. Clouds look great this time of year, don't they? Like scoops of vanilla ice cream floating on blue raspberry sauce. Or maybe I'm just hungry. Honestly, that sounds delicious. Oh my god, am I gonna make it? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah. Oh, come on. Yes. Oh, and a cutscene. This is Gunther. He runs the museum. Abysmal. Not a single piece in the entire collection. Did you just notice this? What's this? You found something. Let me see it. Take my glass shards. Remarkable. It's literally pieces of glass. It's very old. I'd love to study this in greater detail, but it is yours. Wonder where this is going. I've got a favor to ask you. Would you consider donating any new artifacts or minerals that you find? We could make a groundbreaking discovery together. Oh, and who knows? If you keep donating, I might come across some interesting items to send your way. Think about it, will ya? If you decide to donate, just bring the objects to the front desk. And then my dude just leaves. Bye, Shrek. Okay, so we can go and donate our glass shards to Gunther now. So we get to pick where we want to put them. There is no rhyme or reason to wherever you put this. It is your own personal preference. Once you get to know the items better, you can categorize them, but for the most part, you just put it wherever. And now I've updated my journal. The archaeology quest that I didn't know I had is done, and I got 250 gold for it. Getting ever so close to the 2,000 I need for my backpack upgrade. Okay, so donated our item, but now you see these floating books here? These are the books we found while digging up some wormies on the beach the other day. So let's just click on these. This is a book by Marnie. Animals are very sensitive. They like to be pet every day and prefer to eat grass outdoors than dry hay. They don't like being outside in the rain though. Happy animals produce higher quality products. So as you can see, this is kind of a way for the game to give you more detailed information without forcing it in your face and giving you information overload. But a lot of people don't actually come back and read these books, and while I understand why, it is sad when people don't understand the game and they don't try to find where information could be. So of course, this information about animals is kind of irrelevant to us right now because we don't have any animals, but it's good to know for when we do get some. Let's see what else we've got. Tips on farming. Use fertilizer to improve quality, reduce workload, or hasten crop growth. Fruit trees take a whole season to grow, but they require very little maintenance. Keep the area directly around your new sapling clear or else it may not grow properly. Crops will die as soon as the season ends, unless they grow in multiple seasons, example, corn. Some crops, such as kale and wheat, need to be harvested with the scythe. So these are also some really good farming tips. We haven't really unlocked a lot of fertilizer recipes yet, but this will be really, really clutch once we do. Fruit trees are too expensive for us, but we'll get to those when we can afford them. This point about crops dying is really important because most crops are seasonal. Some of them can grow in multiple seasons, but most of them are only available to be grown in one season. So if you start growing something that takes 4 days to grow on the last day of the season, it will die before it finishes, so you will waste your money and your seeds. And last book we have here for now, there we go. On foraging. The local woods and mountains are great places to find wild produce. A good forager will clear out any weeds, stumps, or stones from those areas so the wild produce has plenty of space to grow. Expert foragers know the secret to cultivating wild food so that it can be grown on the farm. Isn't that amazing? Yes, something I forgot to go over when we got our level 1 foraging is we got a recipe for the wild seeds. So if you have all 4 of the harvestables that you can find during the springtime, you can make 10 wild seeds, which we will do at some point in the spring. These take 7 days to grow and will essentially produce more of the harvestables like the horseradish, the daffodil, the leek, and the dandelions. So that's what that book is referring to. All right, let's head out. I'm going to snoop through the trash right there, and I'm gonna go snoop through Clint's trash before he comes out, hopefully. Ooh, bread, nice. All right, I'm gonna go swing by the saloon because I'm gonna go pick up the food that I got from the garbage last night. Ooh, we haven't met her. This is Penny. Oh, hello. I'm Penny. That's it. But I want to go talk to Elliot. Ah, Elliot. Hello, Shrek. Are you well? Do I look well? Okay, where is my food? There it is. Complete breakfast. Talk to Alex. The air's starting to warm up. I'm feeling pumped. I want him to go away because I want to go into trash. There we go. Trash. And we got some actual trash, a soggy newspaper. Can we go in this house? Yes, we can. And we can talk to one of the other villagers we haven't met yet. This is George. It's irritating to have to meet all these new people, huh? Name's George, by the way. Now buzz off. Another rude human being. George and Evelyn are married and are the grandparents of Alex. And I forgot to mention that Penny is Pam's daughter and they live in this trailer. Let's see if there's anyone in the saloon. It's always the same typical characters in the saloon, but on Friday nights, which is tomorrow, there's usually some other people in here we can go talk to. What do you want? Leave me alone. Quickly talk to Pam. I've been looking forward to this beverage all afternoon. Now I want a drink. Hey, you look like you'd use a beverage. Thank you, Gus, I'm aware. I hope you're farming in a sustainable way. The valley's ecosystem is fragile. How do I know? I have a strong gut feeling. Okay, Emily's kind of an odd one. We'll see later as we develop our friendship with her. Well, for now, let's head back to the farm. And I think what we'll do for now is just clear out some more debris on the farm. Eventually, we'll need the space. Actually, I'm gonna go collect that coal that I left on the ground last night. Ooh, got some new ideas to sleep on. That's gonna be mining level 1. That's really exciting. Oh, I accidentally tried to mine this big rock, and it's a good learning opportunity here. Your pickaxe isn't strong enough to break this boulder. So, just so you know, there are ways to upgrade your pickaxes, like mentioned, at Clint's. And once you're able to do that, you'll be able to break these bigger rocks. And if you've seen some tree stumps and tree trunks on the farm, those will be breakable with better quality axes as well. But for now, we are too weak. And our tools are too weak. All right, it's about 10 p.m., so I'm going to start cleaning up my inventory. So because we've donated these glass shards to Gunther already, I'm actually just going to sell these ones. There are uses for artifacts you've already donated, but you can always get them again. And I honestly don't find it super worth keeping them, at least for right now. I'm also just going to get rid of this fiber because we have a lot of fiber already. Put away coal and stone, put away this newspaper and the bread. This complete breakfast, which is honestly super OP for this time of the game. It restores your energy by 200, 90 health, which is insane. It gives you a +2 farming buff and +50 maximum energy for 7 minutes. Like, that's insane. I'm going to keep the geodes with me in an effort to remind myself to go to Clint's tomorrow, because that's one of the biggest things with this game is that you just forget what you want to do in the following days, especially when you haven't played for a while. It's very frustrating. There are mods that can help with that, but I'm not going to be playing with mods in this playthrough just because I want to show off the, genuine vanilla experience. Rage and all. Shrek looks pretty terrifying in the darkness, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, let us go to bed. Level 1 mining. +1 pickaxe proficiency, so it takes less energy whenever you mine rocks. And we have a new crafting recipe for the cherry bomb. And yes, there are bombs in this game, which is very, very fun. How much money did we make? I don't think we did any fishing today, so yeah, not too much. 1, 2, 3. Alright. We might be able to upgrade the backpack by the end of the week. Maybe. Alright, let's start the day off by watching some TV. Tomorrow's gonna be sunny. And our luck today, all right, our luck is pretty good, but not the best. Oh, and Marnie's come to visit with the kitten. Hello, Shrek. You see this cat here? Oh, I do. I love cats. I found it sitting outside the entrance to your farm. I think it's a stray. Poor little thing. I think it likes this place. Hey, don't you think this farm could use a good cat? Damn right I do. Will you adopt this cat? Yes. What do we name this cat? I'm gonna name it Donkey. Well, little Donkey, you be a good kitty now, okay? Now we have a cat, which is the most exciting part for me, because cats are the best. Now we have a lot to do, as you can see. Letter, we have wormies, we have parsnips, so let's start with the letter. I've got some new items in stock. A deluxe fishing pole and some bait that you can attach to it. You can use bait to make fish bite faster, thank God. Hope to see you soon, from Willie. So that's great, because I have fished way too much, and I'm level 2 fishing, so I can now get a new rod, so we'll do that at a later point. We're gonna go hoe up these wormies, which is the weirdest sentence I've ever said in my whole life. Ooh, some mixed seeds. That's really exciting because we're about to have a lot of free real estate for farming here. And I guess we have another letter that I didn't see. Robin here. I know there's a lot of stones scattered around your farm. If you have a surplus, you might consider having me build a well for you. Wells can be placed all over your farm and serve as convenient places to refill your watering can. Just swing by my shop with 75 stones and 1,000 gold when you're ready for it. From Robin. we're not gonna really do this right now because there's a water hole right here and I don't really see myself farming outside of this area for the foreseeable future. So we're gonna save that 1,000 gold. And I am popular today, so there's another letter. Oh dear lord. To our valued JojaMart customers, our team members have removed the landslide caused by our drilling operation near the mountain lake. I'd like to remind you that our drilling operation is entirely legal, pursuant to INIT L61091 JojaCo Amendment. Responsible stewardship of the local environment is our top priority. We apologize for any inconvenience this accident may have caused. As always, we value your continued support and patronage. From Morris, the Joja Customer Satisfaction Representative. You dicks. But that letter means that we have a new location to go explore today. So, another busy day ahead of us. Let's finally harvest some parsnips. Yeah, parsnips. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh, you got some new ideas to sleep on because finally we got our first farming level. You don't get experience by watering or tilling the soil when farming, only when harvesting. So it's kind of shit, to be honest with you, but it is what it is, which is now why you can see that I'm planting as many seeds as I possibly can. I should probably go buy some seeds too. I've realized that I haven't, but we'll get there, maybe tomorrow. But now we have some more quests. So we've completed the getting started quest, which was to harvest a parsnip. We've done that. We got 100 gold. That's great. So we have a new quest, raising animals. This one is to build a coop. This one costs a good amount of gold and takes a good amount of resources. So this will be something we work towards soon, but not in this immediate second. But getting a coop will allow us to get chickens. So that's really, really exciting. And then lastly, we have the advancement quest, which is to reach level 1 farming and craft a scarecrow. So we'll be able to do this one tomorrow. So now I'm going to get my watering can and we're going to water these crops. All right, so now we have a good amount of parsnips. I'm going to keep the 2 nice ones and I'm going to keep about 5 of the normal ones because like I said, this game is a big battle between a love of hoarding and a love of money. So it's a constant struggle. So I'm going to sell 8 of these parsnips because I really want money. And I'm going to sell them at Pierre's because I think if I sell these, I might be able to buy the backpack right away. So let us go to Pierre's. Ooh, and we have a cutscene. And clearly there's a forageable right here, and I want it. I want it. Lewis says, oh, hi there. What an eyesore. This is the Pelican Town Community Center. Or what's left of it, anyway. It used to be the pride and joy of the town, always bustling with activity. Now, just look at it. It's shameful. These days, the young folk would rather sit in front of the TV than engage with the community. But listen to me. I sound like an old fool. Joja Corporation has been hounding me to sell them the land so they can turn it into a warehouse. Pelican Town could use the money, but there's something stopping me from selling it. I guess old-timers like me get attached to relics of the past. Oh well. If anyone else buys a JojaCo membership, I'm just gonna go ahead and sell it. Here, let's go inside. Is this building safe? Inside the community center, we can see that it is pretty decrepit. What's this? I guess Vincent and Jazz must have been playing in here. This place is even more dilapidated than I remember. Was that? What? What's the matter? Are you ill? Clearly. Have you seen my skin? You saw something? I wouldn't be surprised if this place was full of rats. Just losing it. You're worrying me, Shrek. Look, I think I'm going to head home. I need some lunch. Isn't it like 8 in the morning? Hey, I'll keep this place unlocked from now on. Maybe you can help catch that rat if you have some extra time. Bitch, I'm a farmer. I don't have time for that. Strange. I'll have to come back and explore this building further. Okay, now we're here, and at least it teleports you here so that you can just collect this forageable that's been teasing you the entire time. Oh yeah, that's right. I wanted to go to Pierre's. Cutscenes just make me forget my entire day's plan. Oh, we have another quest available to us on the quest board here. I'll pay 200 gold to any fisherman who catches 1 catfish. So you guys remember that fish that made me rage and want to, you know, just punch a fish in the face? It was a catfish. So unless it rains again, we won't be able to do this, but it's always good to just grab the quest just in case they're able to do it. Anyway, let's head into Pierre's and let's sell this stuff. Let's sell these parsnips. Ooh, I'm gonna sell this daffodil too, so we're gonna have enough to buy the backpack. I know I won't have that much left over, but I genuinely do not care. Got the large pack! Your inventory space has been increased to 24. Thank God. And we now have 2 full rows. This makes such a difference. Obviously having the 3rd is going to be great too, but just even the second is a game changer. And just for y'all's information, the next one is 10,000 gold, so it's not really something you're gonna get anytime soon. But we have 94 gold left. You can buy some more parsnips, not too many, but we'll buy 4 parsnip seeds. So pitiful. We also, I forgot to mention, have a quest called a rat problem, which is to investigate the community center. So let's go stop there quickly, even though we were just there, and I'm really, really good at being super efficient all the time, always. So when you go inside, there's not really much you can do or interact with, but if you go down this way, there's the little buddy that just appears, but there's this weird square thing that you can actually click on. And you just, whatever this is useless to you at this point, but it's language. So you can just exit out for now. But yeah, aside from that, there's not really much else you can do here aside from clicking this box, which you'll want to do. So we're going to leave and let's go to Clint's finally. Finally, we're going to go to Clint's. I got another broken CD from the trash can. Dig in this trash too, nothing. All right, we're going to Clint's. Now, if you talk to Clint, you can go to his shop. And I forgot that you can actually buy all the ore you might need, but I mean, spending that money this early in the game is not the best idea because we'll be able to mine that like pretty much now. But yeah, you can buy copper ore, iron ore, coal, and gold ore here. The other things you can do, you can upgrade your tools. So as you can see, all of your tools can be upgraded. This includes the watering can, but does not include the scythe. To upgrade your tools to the next level right now, it's 5 copper bars and 2,000 gold, which we don't have either of those things. But this is something to work towards because having copper tools will be really, really good because they're a lot more efficient and they can either like mine or chop things down faster, which is really great. And lastly, we can get Clint to process our geodes. And I clearly did not think this through, because it costs 25 gold to break a geode, and I do not have 25 gold. So this is embarrassing. So let's just fix that, maybe. I don't even have my fishing rod on me. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna go unlock the mine because we did get a letter from the Joja Corp about a landslide that happened. Oh, we'll just talk to Jody quickly, actually, and Pam. The food at Joja Mart might not be the healthiest for my family, but with such low prices, you'd be crazy to shop anywhere else. And Pam, each day's just the same as the last. If only I'd been born rich. Right? Girl, I know. We're gonna go up this way and we're gonna go unlock the mine, like I said. We got a letter from Joja Corp about a landslide, and once you get that letter, you'll be able to go further up this way than before. Because if you remember while we were fishing here a few days ago, there was actually a rock blocking the path up this way. Let's just talk to Linus. Please don't destroy my tent. It's happened before. Oh no, I won't. Promise. But yes, as you can see, now we can go into this door right here. And we have a new cutscene. This is Marlin. Marlin's not a character that you actually can gain relationship with. Neither is Gunther, I forgot to mention that. But Gunther and Marlin are kind of just more like shopkeeper NPCs to facilitate other things in the game, but you can't actually gain relationship with them or really talk to them outside of cutscenes. Marlin says, I was just peering down into this old mine shaft. It's been abandoned for decades. Still, there's probably good ore down there. But a dark place. Undisturbed for so long. I'm afraid ore isn't the only thing you'll find. Here, take this. You might need it. And you get your first sword of the game. A rusty sword. So now we can kill shit. Name's Marlin, by the way. I run the Adventurers Guild right outside. I'll keep my eye on you. Prove yourself and I might think about making you a member. We'll go visit him in a moment. But for now, we finally have our first sword. And if it's been bothering you that I haven't had a tool in the number 1 slot here, that has come to an end, as this is where I put my sword normally, and I just can't fathom the idea of putting another tool there for the most part. I'm sorry. Old habits die hard. But anyway, we have a sword, so now we can go and explore the mines. And now we have a new quest too to reach level 5 in the mines. So yeah, let's do it. We have our new backpack space, so we can go and explore a little bit. As you see now, a health bar appears right beside your energy bar, because now when you encounter monsters, you can lose health. If you lose health, you will die. And if you die, you will lose items and money, and you will wake up in the hospital. So try not to die. So as I was talking and mining, as you can see, we now have a ladder. So this is how you kind of explore the mine. You mine the rocks until the ladder to go to the next floor appears, and then you can take it. And now we're on floor 2. This is a new collectible. This is a quartz. This is something we can actually donate to Gunther, so we'll be going to see him again soon. And we'll just mine some rocks. Mine. Oh, and the ladder's actually already open. Sometimes it'll already be there, but sometimes it won't be, and you'll drive yourself crazy looking for it. It'll be fun. It's fun, I promise, it's fun. There are these crates here that you can break with most tools, and we just got a cave carrot, which is honestly really helpful when you run out of energy or health in the mines to replenish. Got some wood from that crate. Oh, there's another quartz down here. I almost didn't see it. But now this floor doesn't look like it has much else besides rocks, so let's just go down one more. It's pretty dark in here, so I'm really excited to get that item that I was talking about that lets you brighten things up because I can't see. Oh, we got our first piece of copper ore, which is really exciting. And there's some more crates here we can break. Oh, we got a piece of hardwood. Hardwood is something that I actually shouldn't have yet, or it's not something you usually get at this point in the game. You get it when you break those stumps and bigger logs on your farm. That's how you can get hardwood, but right now it's not something we're going to be collecting much. That was just a very, very lucky drop, actually, even though one hardwood won't really do all that much for you. Oh, there's the ladder, but first we'll just grab this quartz. And there's nothing else down here, so we're gonna go down to floor number 4. Oh my goodness, it's our first monster. This is a slime. They generally just kind of jump towards you like that, and they'll slow you down sometimes if they hit you. I like to just shove them into a corner and just go at them like crazy. One interesting and really useful piece of information is that the sword doesn't actually cost any energy when you use it. So if you run out of energy, you can still fight, which is good. But this is what copper ore looks like. So if you mine this, you'll get a couple pieces of copper ore, which is great. We're really close to being able to craft some copper bars. I'm gonna break these things here, get another cave carrot. Oh, and another slime. And then there's a bug there. Shove the slime in the corner and just wail on him. Oh my goodness, he hit me. Get him. Kills bug, which dies in one hit. Those bugs are so easy to kill. And we'll just mine this copper. And I don't think we found the ladder yet, so time to mine wildly. Please, 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 please. Please. Politeness does not work on these rocks. This game is wasting my energy. Where is the ladder? Ooh, oh, that's a rock crab. They disguise themselves as rocks that look like this one right here. Sometimes you'll be able to tell if there's a rock crab because the positioning of the rock will look weird. Like if it looks like it's almost overlapping with another rock, that's a sure sign of a rock crab. You can't really do any damage to them when they're not walking around, but you can mine them with your pickaxe, but they might try to hurt you that way. But I'm just gonna wail on this guy, and he dropped nothing. Rude. If you're wondering why I'm leaving these gray rocks alone, is because they take 2 hits, so more energy, but I will mine them if I have to. Hey, I don't have to. Okay, we've made it to level 5 in the mines, and when you click on the elevator, now you'll see you have the option to go between floor 0 and 5. So the elevator will be very useful as you descend into the mines, because you will unlock the elevator in 5 floor increments. So once we get to 10, we'll be able to travel to 10, and 15, and so on. So it's really, really, really useful to essentially save your progress in the mines. But say if you get to level 9 and decide to leave, you will lose your progress and will have to start over from, like, say 5, for example. So it's in increments of 5. And we did finish that quest. That was to get to level 5. And now it's a follow-up quest deeper in the mine. And now we have to reach level 40 in the mines. So that's going to be something we'll be working on throughout the seasons. But for now, it's 7:20, and since we've gotten to a good checkpoint, I think we're just gonna leave. Actually, I'm gonna go kill that bug over there. I'll kill all the monsters on this floor just for the experience and the items. Die, slime. Die. Die faster, thank you. Ooh, there's some boxes over here, though, so I'll go break those. Oh, got some geodes. Okay, now we have so many geodes and, like, literally no money, which is not ideal. But let's get out of the mines. We're gonna leave, and we're gonna walk home in the darkness. It's really unfortunate. I probably should have fished a bit today. But, oh well. There's just always too many things to do in this game and never enough time. Oh my god, I have not passed by this way, but there's some forageables. 1 leek, 2 leek. Alright, and now we're home. Home sweet farm. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, now that we have a cat, we can put water in this empty water bowl that was here before, and that'll help us build a relationship with the cat. The other way to build a relationship with the cat is to interact with them, which I'll show once we see the cat. Because we haven't seen the cat yet, which is so sad. I'm going to keep this gold quality leek for reasons I'll explain later, but it has to do with giving a gift to a person. And we'll keep this coal, this copper, and it seems to me like we're going to need another chest. And thankfully, we almost have enough wood, so I'm just going to grab the wood. Oh, we do have enough wood. Let's build another chest. They fill up so fast. And in here, let's move our fish to that chest. You'll find yourself wanting to keep your chests like categorized in certain ways, and it's really useful to be able to change the colors like this, so there's more of a visual cue of what you have in each chest. This is gonna be my fish chest. It's gonna have anything that comes from the sea or the beach. All right, now we are organized. I'm just gonna sell this spare leek because I don't think we've sold anything today. No, we haven't, which is awkward. I'm gonna keep this quartz, and I forgot to plant these parsnips, so I'm just gonna quickly plant those with the energy we have left before we go to bed. Just some late night farming. It's all good. Water the crops, refill the watering can for tomorrow. Is there anything else I can sell that I don't need? I'll sell one of these chubs and one of these sunfish because we really do need money for the geodes. All right, bedtime. We are almost done our first week of Stardew Valley. Oh, this is our cat and it's asleep, so we'll see it tomorrow. Hey, level 1 farming. Okay, so +1 watering can proficiency and +1 hoe proficiency. So like the other tools, it takes less energy to use them now, slightly. We get a new crafting recipe for a scarecrow, which is very exciting because we've been quite lucky up until this point, but it's very possible that by this point in the game in your own save file, a crow has come and destroyed one or more of your crops. So now that we have the ability to craft a scarecrow, that won't happen anymore. So that's really exciting, even though we haven't really had that happen to us in the save file, because luck is on our side. One thing about this game that is not always talked about is how much luck plays into it, because you see people doing their speed runs and they're min-maxing, and that's great, but if the luck is not on your side, then you're just screwed. We've been very lucky so far, I will say. And we've also unlocked the recipe for the basic fertilizer, which is very, very useful. This fertilizer will increase the quality of crops that we grow. The thing with fertilizers is that you have to put the fertilizer on the seeds. Like once the seeds start growing, you can't actually apply fertilizer to it anymore. So I'm not sure, it might actually be too late for the crops we do have, but it'll be worth making for the crops we will plant in the future. All right, day 5 is over and we've sold some stuff, enough to potentially open a couple of our geodes, more so like 6 of them, which is nice. And the game is saved and we head on to day 6. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, we're only gonna do 1 week in this video. All right, what is the weather report for today or for tomorrow? Tomorrow's gonna be clear and sunny. So much watering to do. And our luck, Spirit's somewhat annoyed. Okay, so not great luck, sadly. There's always somebody that shows up at your door in the first few weeks of the game, it feels like, because like yesterday was Marnie, today it's Clint. Like, you just unlock so many things, so people just are really excited to talk to you, apparently. Clint says, hi there, good morning. I noticed you've been breaking some rocks open and finding ore. That's good. If you want to get the most out of the ores you find, you'll need a furnace. Just so happens I had an extra set of blueprints lying around. Here, I want you to have them. And we unlock the blueprints for the furnace. So now we can craft a furnace which will allow us to smelt ore into bars. Like he is saying, the bars can be used for crafting, construction, and tool upgrades. When you've smelted a few copper bars, consider having me upgrade one of your tools. It can make your work a lot easier. Well, okay, I'm heading home. Take it easy. Okay, thanks, Clint. And we got a new quest, I think. Yes, foraging ahead. Craft a furnace. So we're gonna look at that in a moment. We have a letter in our mailbox. Ooh, it's fancy. My sources tell me you've been poking around inside the old community center. Why don't you pay me a visit? My chambers are west of the forest lake, in the stone tower. I may have information concerning your rat problem. M. Rasmodius, wizard. Well, that's cryptic, but we'll go see the wizard today. Another letter. I see you've been exploring the old mine. You've got the adventurer's spirit. That much I can tell. If you can slay 10 slimes, you'll have earned your place in my adventurer's guild. Be careful. Marlin. And now we've got to murder some slimes. So busy, busy time for us in Stardew Valley. So much to do, but to start as always, it's time to water our crops. And I guess it would be wise for us to craft a scarecrow at this point. All right, I don't remember what you need for a scarecrow. It is 50 wood, 1 coal, and 20 fiber. I'm pretty sure I blew all of my wood on a chest from last night. 3 wood, great. So we need wood. So it's time to chop, chop, chop some trees. When you chop trees, it's actually really cool because you can kind of control the direction the tree is gonna fall. If you kind of are chopping more to the left side, then the tree is gonna fall to the right and vice versa, which is really, really useful because if you're trying to chop a tree that's really close to the edge and it falls towards the edge, you might not be able to get the items that fall too far to the edge. So it's best to try to control which direction you chop your trees in. You've got some new ideas to sleep on. So that means we're gonna level up again in foraging because chopping trees does actually level the foraging skill. Let's just scythe away this grass. I'm desperate for more mixed seeds, to which the game is denying me. Oh wait, there's some mixed seeds I forgot to pick up over there. Hey, mixed seeds. Okay, now we have enough wood to make our scarecrow. Let's craft our scarecrow and then we're gonna put it probably probably in the middle here. So a scarecrow has a radius of 8 tiles. I'll show an image on screen right now of the range that a basic scarecrow will cover, but it's 8 tiles in any direction. So this one scarecrow will definitely cover all of the current crops we have right now. I'm going to sell this fiber again. And let's just put away all this stuff. I'm going to go plant this mixed seed to water the mixed seed. So we got a letter from someone who calls themselves a wizard. So let's go down to the south and find the tower he said he lives in. Southern exit of your farm, and then come down to the left this way here. And over here, if you go up this way, you'll see these stairs, which leads to this stone tower. If you go in, we have a cutscene. And yeah, this guy's a wizard. Ah, come in. I am Rasmodius, seeker of the arcane truths, mediary between physical and ethereal, master of the 7 elementals, keeper of the sacred... You get the point. And you, Shrek, the one whose arrival I have long foreseen. Here, I'd like to show you something. Behold! It's a buddy. What are you doing to him? You've seen one before, haven't you? Is he trapped? They call themselves the Junimos. Mysterious spirits, these ones. For some reason, they refuse to speak with me. Maybe it's because you got them trapped in some sort of weird sacred circle thing. Jesus. I'm not sure why they've moved into the community center, but you have no reason to fear them. You found a golden scroll written in an unknown language? Most interesting. Stay here. I'm going to see for myself. I'll return shortly. Okay, bye. I found the note. The language is obscure, but I was able to decipher it. We, the Junimo, are happy to aid you. In return, we ask for gifts of the valley. If you are one with the forest, then you will see the true nature of the scroll. One with the forest. What do they mean? Aha! Come here. Look at his face, my goodness. My cauldron is bubbling with ingredients from the forest. Baby fern, moss grub, caramel top toadstool. Can you smell it? I hope not. Here, drink up. Let the essence of the forest permeate your body. Boundaries. Boundaries. I don't like this. Oh, I got some energy. Thanks, man. Normally your face turns green, but Shrek's face is already green. And now you start tripping balls. Oh my god. I haven't seen this cutscene in so long. I love this game. It's really stupid. It's so great. You've gained the power of forest magic. Now you can decipher the true meaning of the Junimo scrolls. So I believe this is actually our first power. So if we go to special items and powers, as you can see, we have forest magic. So we're gonna head back to the community center and see if this allows us to understand that random box scroll thing in that room. Oh, hey, it's Shane. What rude shit are you gonna say to me today? Why are you bothering me? I want to be alone. Honestly, I mean, I can't actually blame you because it's something I always want to say if a stranger would walk straight up to me on the street. Oh, no, don't go anywhere. Sebastian. What? I didn't hear you. I'm busy thinking about something. What do you want? Sam. I just remembered that I was meaning to do something, but I forgot. This happens to me all the time. If you see these little bubbles here, I just want to note while we see them. If you fish and aim your bobber to get into the bubbles here, it means the fish will bite quicker. So it's really useful to fish in those if you see them at the beginning of the game. Sadly, I don't have my fishing rod on me, so I can't take advantage of it, but alas, we will make do. Oh, Evelyn. I used to love looking at the clouds, but I have trouble seeing them these days. Oh, my eyes just don't work as well as they used to. Oh, there's a quest here. Not that I've really done many of these, but I'll take it. I'm in the market for a farm fresh potato. I'll pay you when you bring it. Okay, so we may be growing a potato in the mixed seeds we have, so I'm gonna grab that quest, and if one of them is a potato, we'll give it to Robin. Oh, Haley. I'm feeling an urge to go shopping. Ugh, I wish there was a mall here. You're not really living in the right spot for a mall, girl. Okay, in the community center, if we go over here to the left side once again, and we look at the scroll, now we can see this menu. This is the crafts room, which is part of a bigger overall goal of restoring the community center. I'm just going to take a minute here just to go over what that means quickly. So restoring the community center is one of the bigger goals of Stardew Valley. It is not the end goal of the game, but it is one of the major milestones. So if you look at the crafts room here, as you can see, we have many different bundles. We have exactly 6 in this one. And if I open the spring foraging bundle, we'll see 4 items here and 4 slots for items. We have the wild horseradish, the daffodil, the leek, and the dandelion. So if we go and grab all of those items that we have in our chests, because we do actually have all 4 of these items already, we can go and complete this bundle. You get a reward for completing each bundle, and once you complete every bundle, you get the reward listed here, which this one says bridge repair. We haven't seen this bridge specifically yet, because this is not the one that was mentioned on the beach, the one where you have to collect 300 wood. This is a different bridge, which unlocks a different feature of the game, which we'll go over later. There are more bundles to unlock, but for now, we're just going to actually go and grab all of these forageable items from our chests, and we're going to come finish the spring foraging bundle. We want to look at the other bundles quickly. We have the construction bundle, so you need 198 wood, specifically, 99 stone, and 10 hardwood. We've seen a lot of this stuff already, but we don't have the number that we need just yet. There's the summer foraging bundle, which we will not be able to complete until summer. Same with the fall foraging bundle and the winter foraging bundle. And in the middle, we have the exotic foraging bundle. Here we have a lot of items we haven't seen yet, but as you can see, we have the cave carrot, so we could place this one in here if we wanted to. I'm sure we will, but as you can see, there are 9 items here and only 5 slots. So this means you can get any of the 9 items, but they have to be 5 different ones, but any 5 of these items will complete the bundle. All right, so now we have a bigger goal in mind, which is to get all the items for all the bundles. When talking to Lewis, he actually mentioned a Joja Mart membership. If you don't really want to go about getting all these items for the community center, and let me tell you, there are a good amount of items because the bundles I just showed you are only a fraction of what you'll have to do to complete the community center. If you're not in the mood to procure all these items, let's say, you can actually just pay gold to get all the unlockables, and that is the Joja side of this game. So either you can choose to complete the community center, or you can choose to go down the Joja membership route. This playthrough is going to go through the community center route because I actually find this way of playing a lot more fun than just collecting a bunch of money. Plus, Joja just really, really sucks. They really, really suck. And the whole idea of this game is getting back to nature and kicking out corporations. So screw Joja, we're gonna fix up the community center. So let's go get those spring forageables. You know, it's becoming very clear to me that I've been distracted yet again, and we will not be going to Clint's today to open these geodes because it is 3:10 and I want to go back to the community center to complete that bundle. I've grabbed a daffodil, a dandelion, a wild horseradish, and a leek, and now we're gonna go back to the community center. A lot of walking. All right, back in the community center, we're gonna head back into this room over here. All right, let's complete this bundle. Yay, bundle complete. All right, and we get a reward, which is 30 spring seeds. So like I said before, these are the seeds that if you grow them, they produce the forageables that we just donated. So this is honestly really, really useful because we don't have any seeds and I'm too broke to buy a lot of seeds. So very grateful for these seeds. All right, so if you exit out after completing a bundle, you'll see the camera pans up and we get a new scroll. Woo! And it pans over and another new scroll. So like I said, there are a lot more items that we're going to have to get for the community center because while now we have 2 more areas to fill out, these aren't even the only ones. So the pantry, you have the spring crops bundle, so parsnips, green beans, cauliflowers, and potatoes. So we'll have to grow all of those this spring, which is still possible to do since we're only day 6. We've already grown a parsnip, so we already have that item to donate, but we're going to have to grow a green bean, a cauliflower, and a potato before the season ends. I won't go over all of these other ones yet because they're mostly seasonal. So the first room is the crafts room. This next one here is the pantry. And this other one we just unlocked is the fish tank. So the fish tank, there's a river fish bundle, which you can see some of these are pretty familiar. We already have a shad. We already have a sunfish. The catfish is the bane of my existence. And then we have the night fishing where we've already seen a bream, so that's good. Crab pot, we have a couple of these, but we need more. But this is another one where there are a lot of options, but you only need to get about half of them. The lake fish bundle, which we actually haven't seen any of these fish yet. Ocean fish bundle, and the specialty fish bundle. So we will be getting all of these in time, but for now, let's leave the community center and find some way to get some damn money because oh my goodness. Sadly, I think it's going to be fishing. So I'm just going to run back to the farm and grab my fishing rod and we'll probably fish for the rest of the day. I just realized I had sold all my fiber. I'm just going to grab that back. Whoops. That was a close call. Not that it's hard to get more fiber, but I didn't want to sell all of my fiber. Anyway, let's grab our shitty fishing rod and let's go fish at the lake. Oh, I forgot to pet my cat. And to be a good cat owner, I'm gonna go water the water bowl. You don't have to water your cat's water bowl, but it does help increase the friendship with them faster. But they won't die or anything, thank God, because I don't think I'd play this game if the cat could die. That would be an automatic hell no from me. But let's just go up through the north and let's go fishing at the lake. First, let's talk to Linus. I'm happy by myself, you know. I don't need new friends. All right then, bye. Oh, Abigail. Don't tell anyone, but I snuck into the old community center last night. I think it's haunted. All right, let's fish. I need money. At least it's not raining, so there's no way I can get the catfish. Yay, we got some treasure. Ooh, a nautilus shell, which is another artifact. So we'll have to go see Gunther again soon because we already have a quartz to donate. So the list of things to do grows. I want a new fish. Let's go. I know there are new fish that I haven't caught yet that I can get here. There we go. There's a bullhead. And I got a new achievement, fisherman. What does that mean? What did I get? If you want to check your achievements, just go to the collections tab and the achievements tab within. And a fisherman means we've caught 10 different fish already. Those achievements in that menu that I just showed you, those actually don't really count towards perfection. Like you don't have to get those achievements to get perfection. There is some overlap where you will get some of them while getting perfection, but you don't actually need to worry about getting those to complete the game. Oh my God. I need to go buy another fishing rod to get bait because Jesus. Another chub. Yay. Joja Cola. Yay. Come on. Come on, big money. Big money fish. I don't know what I'm expecting. A bullhead. At least now I can sell one. My motto is usually hoard one, sell one in this game. With exceptions. Hey, a carp. New one. Oh, come on. I want the treasure. I want the treasure. Give me the treasure. I also want the fish. Oh my goodness. Why is this so difficult? Couldn't even see what fish it was. A chub. Okay. Well, it's really, really dark, but I'm gonna just do... Oh, yay, coal. Cool. I'm just gonna do one more cast, and then we'll probably head back to the farm. Alright, let's go back to the farm. I can't see shit! Alright, now we're back at the farm. Let me just put my shit away. Then we're gonna sell all these good quality chubs and this bullhead, because I need money. Alright, we're gonna keep that nautilus fossil on us. I'm gonna put the fishing pole away. We'll get the watering can out for tomorrow. Grab a geode. Grab this quartz to donate. Because I've said it almost every day for the whole week. I'd like to go to Clint's tomorrow to break open some geodes. But we'll go to bed. And we got level 2 foraging. I totally forgot about that. +1 axe proficiency, so that, again, the axe, you will use less energy now. And we got a new crafting recipe, which is the charcoal kiln. So that can be used to turn some wood into coal. Okay, this is acceptable money because we'll be able to afford to open the geodes, thank God. All right, and now it's day 7 of spring. So this will be the last day we play in-game in this video. Watch TV. It's gonna rain all day tomorrow. So when we come back next time, we're gonna not have to water our crops. So that's really, really good. Fortune teller. Spirits are very happy today. So honestly, going to the mines today might be a good idea if we can squeeze it in because we have good luck, which means drops will be better. And lastly, on Sundays, there is a new channel called the Queen of Sauce. So let's watch this. Greetings, it is I, the Queen of Sauce, here to teach you a new mouth-watering recipe from my secret cookbook. This week's dish, stir fry. It's a perfect way to get some healthy greens on your plate. Saute the greens in a little sesame oil and make sure to add plenty of fresh ginger and garlic. Now breathe deeply. Oh, that's good. You learn how to cook stir fry. So right now we can't really do it, but this game has a cooking system. So at a later point, we'll be able to turn a lot of our forageables and harvestables into meals that can give specific buffs or can replenish energy and health and so on. So while we can't really cook well right now, it's still good to watch the Queen of Sauce channel just because once you do get to cook, you'll have a bunch of recipes already unlocked. The Queen of Sauce channel premieres every Sunday, and if you missed one on a Sunday, the following Wednesday will have a Queen of Sauce rerun channel on it, where you can learn a recipe that you may have missed on the previous Sunday. So, another good thing to always watch. So, yay, a new recipe. Oh, we got a letter in the mail. Hi, me sell hats. Okay, Pokey. Come to old house. Okay. I don't know if it's Poke or Pokey. Bring coiners from the Hat Mouse. we'll go explore that at a later time. But we have some crops ready to harvest, and like I thought, we have a potato from one of our mixed seeds, a parsnip from another, and our carrots are also ready, so that's really great. I'm gonna pet the cat, and let's water our other crops. Yeah, I hate when I do this, because I don't know if there's a crop behind this scarecrow, but I guess I'll water it just in case. Now, who wanted a potato? Somebody wanted a potato. Robin wanted a potato. That's right. Okay, I actually will sell this parsnip. I'm gonna keep like 2 of these carrots, and I'll sell 1 of them. Okay, so we have what we need for Clint's. We have our potato for Robin. What else? Do we need anything else? Stop watering the ground! Ah, it's a bit too early to go straight to Robin's. Let me water the cat quickly, because I forgot to do that. We're gonna kill some time because nobody's open yet, so we're just gonna, I wanna scythe some grass. I really want more mixed seeds. Mixed seeds are honestly a godsend this early in the game. And I know I can plant those spring seeds, but I will do that shortly. Come on, give me mixed seeds. Okay, after scything about 45 fibers worth of grass, I can say that the game hates me because I only got 1 mixed seed, which is disappointing. But I'll just plant that quickly if I can find my way back. Ditch all this fiber. All right, now I'm gonna go to Robin's. Her shop should be open. Ooh, a wild horseradish. Will not say no to some forageables. Okay, so Robin's shop is this building right here, where this is on the map. And she's just here, so I'm just gonna go talk to her quickly. Hey, I heard that Lewis showed you around the community center. It'd be great if you could fix that place up. It used to be a really nice building. Like, why is it up to the new person to fix up an entirely decrepit building? Like, I don't get this mentality. And then I'll give her the potato. Oh, you brought me the item I asked for. It looks perfect. Let's see, here's what I owe you. All right, and we got 240 gold from that. Good for the geode fund. So Robin actually can do quite a bit of things. She can construct farm buildings like coops and barns and wells like she told us earlier, but these are expensive, but we'll get to there later. She can upgrade your house, which is also expensive, so we won't be doing that right away. And then as for shopping, you can buy wood and stone off her, which is really, really useful, but I only recommend doing this if it's really, really dire and you really need to. This big chest recipe is going to be amazing when we can afford it, but you can also buy some furniture here. The furniture kind of rotates every day, but we'll go over more of these when we have more money, because right now everything's just really expensive for us. Quickly talk to Maru. Hi, do you have fun working on the farm? I don't know what I could say. I'll say yes. Well, that's good, isn't it? Riveting conversation. We'll go talk to Demetrius. It's good to take a break from work every now and then. I guess that's kind of difficult when you live on a farm, though. Hey, at least in the winter you don't have to worry about crops. Oh, but there's a lot we can worry about in the winter. Don't worry, Demetrius. Okay, now we're gonna finally go to Clint's after I pick up this leek. We'll see if I get distracted on the way. Happens a lot, clearly. All right, let's go rifle through this trash can, because why not? Hey, more bread. Bread likes us in this save. And I like bread. A broken disc, wow. All right, Clint. Process my geodes, because I can afford it now. So there could be random stuff in here. Artifacts, ores, just rocks. Pretty random. This is a sandstone, another artifact, so that's really great. 5 coal, not bad. 3 copper ore. Come on, 5 copper ore. 3 stone, eh. Ooh, what's that? Malachite, a new artifact, so we'll donate that to Gunther shortly. Ooh, and I think that's another new artifact. Opening geodes the first time is always super fun because everything is new. And then lastly, this is limestone. Yes, so we got a few new things to donate to Gunther. So now that we've successfully and finally opened all of our geodes, let's go down to the museum and donate all of our crap and rifle through his trash. Hello, Gunther. Donate to the museum. Okay, let's put the Nautilus shell wherever. Quartz up here, sandstone, malachite. Oh, a new reward. So we're gonna get a new item after we're done donating, but we're not done. There we go. Okay, so if you go to collect rewards here, you'll see you get 9 cauliflower seeds. Cauliflower is the most expensive springtime crop to grow, so this is a really, really great reward for this early in the game. So we're gonna grab that and head on out. And seeing that we still have some money, let's pop over to Pierre's quickly, so that we can buy some crops because we are lacking in the seeds department, even though we got these cauliflower seeds. Let's talk to Penny. Hello, the weather's interesting today, don't you think? Sorry. Penny makes me so sad. Oh, Alex. Hey. What, you want to talk to me? I'm busy. So rude. Everyone in this town is so rude. Oh, Jesus, people everywhere. It's nice to be so close to the ocean. The sound of the sea makes going to sleep a lot easier. As kids, we hunted for seashells after the tide went out. Those were the days. And that reminds me that I should probably go do a foraging sweep on the beach, but we'll see. I cannot believe she did not see me go through the trash can. That is very lucky. Oh, there's a quest. Wanted. Slime hunter to slay 4 green slimes in the local mine. Yeah, we'll pick that up. Maybe we'll do that in the next video. Let's stop by Pierre's quickly. Oh, okay, hi Abigail. Jesus. Oh man, I've been pushing off my homework all weekend. Looks like I'll be pulling another all-nighter. Get out of my way. Okay, so because we saw in the community center that we're gonna need a parsnip, a potato, a cauliflower, and a bean, I wanted to pick up some seeds because, you know, gotta grow them. So we already have some parsnips, so I'm gonna grab 1 bean starter because 60 is a little expensive. I'll grab like 4 potato seeds. We've got 9 cauliflower seeds, so we're pretty good on that. The others I'll just leave for now. I'll probably go buy some of them later in the season, but for now we'll just get some starter seeds just because you gotta have a balance between the number of seeds you buy and the amount of energy you need to use to plant them all and to maintain them all. So until we have sprinklers, we gotta be careful about that. We'll buy 1 more cauliflower seed because I like having 10 instead of 9 just because of numbers. And then I'm gonna spend the rest of our money on parsnip seeds. It's not many, we only got 12, but it'll be good to have for later. We're just gonna go invade their house and talk to Caroline up here. Today I'm just going to relax and think positively. Do you ever take a day off? No, never. Okay, we're gonna head back home. Actually, one thing that I cannot forget to do is we checked the calendar at the beginning of the week and saw that it was Lewis's birthday. When it's a villager's birthday, giving them a gift on that day is probably one of the most effective things you can do to raise your friendship with them. Lewis actually really happens to like parsnips. So we're gonna grab the better quality parsnip that we have and we're just gonna go give that to him. Hopefully Lewis is still standing here if I were quick enough, and I wasn't. Oh, no, there he is. Come here, Lewis. Take my gift. Ah, you remembered the old mayor's birthday. That's very thoughtful of you. And it's a nice gift. And he also says that, I sense you've been spending some time in the old community center. It's good to know someone's taking care of the place. I literally walked in twice, so I don't know about taking care of it, but all right then. Let's talk to George before he wheels away. Aren't you cold? They don't make sweaters like they used to. Honestly, valid because I'm always cold. Okay, so now when we go look at our friendship with Lewis, we can see that we have a whole heart with him. Just not too much, but definitely a head start with compared to everyone else. Let's head back to the farm and put our stuff away and plant these seeds. And I lied because I think Harvey's down here. Let's talk to Harvey. I'm struggling to make ends meet. I don't have enough patience. I guess I should try to get patience from the neighboring towns. All right, now that we're back at the farm, it's time to get planting. We're gonna plant our green bean first. Important thing to note is that the green beans grow on a trellis, which you can't actually walk through. It ends up being like some sort of stick, so you can't actually walk through this. So just be very mindful about where you place this on your farm when you're planting. Because if you plant a bunch, you might just block yourself out from being able to get to one of them. Let's hoe some more land. Plant all of these seeds, if I can. I have a lot of energy, so maybe I'll be able to. Ooh, got some clay. Clay is something you can get by randomly hoeing up the ground, but it's not really guaranteed. Pretty random. All right, and now it's time to plant the rest of the parsnips. And now it's time to water all of these crops. It's riveting gameplay, but it's the price you pay if you want money in this game. Oh, and correction, Lewis likes parsnips. He doesn't love parsnips. And there's actually a difference between that. If you give them a loved gift, you'll get even more friendship with them. But to my knowledge, Lewis's love gifts are a bit tough to get in spring year 1, so a parsnip is kind of the next best thing. But now you can see we've watered all of our crops, and it's 6:30 at night, so I don't want to say we should go fishing, but I want to go fishing. Okay, we're gonna go fishing just for this last portion of the video. Next video, I promise, we'll go to the mines again because it's a lot more fun, and there's a lot to unlock down there, so we'll make progress in the mines. But for now, as you can see, we desperately need money. And the best way to get money early game is fishing, unfortunately. Oh, actually, I don't know if you guys remember the living off the land on I think it was day 3 or 4. Go check for those spring onions again, because maybe there'll actually be some this time and they won't be big fat liars. They weren't big fat liars, yay! So yeah, you see here you can harvest some spring onions from these random dirt patches. It's super random because this never happens in any other season. It's just spring and it's just these spring onions you can find in these dirt patches. Very odd. They didn't do that ever again with any other crops. So don't bother looking there for summer equivalents. All right, well, we'll spend the rest of the night fishing. Because like I said, I'm absolutely going to just ditch fishing once I get further into the mines. Oh no, Leah. Leah says, if you hear any banging from inside my hut, it's probably just me working on one of my sculptures. Okay then. All right, another chub. Why are all these ladies walking around in the darkness? Clearly Stardew Valley is safe. Did I talk to Abigail today? Abigail, wait up. Abigail! Oh, I did talk to her already. I'm just wasting my own time. All right, a couple more casts and then we'll go home for the night. Chest, treasure. Yes. Bream and coal. Coal is so useful, but it's like honestly such a disappointing thing to get from those treasure chests. There are so many other great things that you can get from those, so. Another bream. Okay, one more cast and then we'll go. Green algae. No, one more cast. That wasn't even a fish. All right, and with that chub, we're going back home. I can't see. It got really sunny in my office in real life, and now I can't see because it's dark as shit in this game. All right, let's put some stuff away. The coal can go in there. I'll put a few of the spring onions, all the quality in there. Actually, no, I'll sell the good quality ones. I don't really think I would give spring onions to people. Keep 2 of these breams, and then we'll sell the other few fish that we got. We didn't get too many today, but better than nothing. I'll take it. All right, let's go to bed. And for the final day of the week, we made 351. All right, well, that was the first in-game week of Stardew Valley. So we're going to leave it off here for today. That's everything I have for you guys today. Tune in next time for week 2 of Spring Year 1 in our Stardew Valley's Perfection save. I hope you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more walkthroughs and breakdowns of cozy game content. Thanks for watching, and stay salty.